Hmm. Crush it. Oh, there she is, over there. Hmm. Did it work? I technically brought the powder.
It seems this substance becomes quite volatile when removed from its origin. A flaw in its
Yeah.
design, perhaps. How troublesome. I may need to employ a more direct method of study. By which I mean, bring another sample here and throw it at me before it combusts.
Isn't that dangerous? I do want to throw things at you. Isn't it dangerous?
I am wearing goggles, aren't I? Since the spice causes no apparent harm to Bugsnax, I am reasonably certain that I will be fine.
Interesting. Well, I'm sure nothing bad will happen. And it's for science, so why not?
Ah! The goggles! They do nothing! Ah! If you couldn't tell, that was rather unpleasant.
I can tell.
However, having experienced that, I have learned two very important facts. One, the substance does not work on grumpuses. Two, I should not do that again. I am no closer to obtaining a usable sample of shrink spice. However, I believe we may learn something from the local Bugsnax. Use the shrink spice to capture one Chedorb and one Millimochi. Then transform me with those specimens.
Ah, well, you have your Millimochis, but not the cherubs. Let's feed you one of the Millimochis right now.
Millimochi!
Let's go this.
Neat.
What's a cherub? Wrong way. That thing. Okay, so, when that thing shows up again, let's be prepared for it. Oh, it's one of these ones. Okay, well, the snap trap wasn't even that necessary. Oh, I went too early. Come back here, little bug. There we go. There we go. Huh. Could use that too later on. Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum.
Let's go to your head.
Unbelievable.
Oh, her hand. Whoops.
Ah, decently competent work. Unfortunately, any remnants of the spice seem to have been digested, but this too yields interesting results. In their shrunken state, the Bugsnax here are not fundamentally different from those on Snacktooth proper.
Why do they grow so big? Are there any side effects? You said this would be simple. Why do they grow so big?
I am still forming my hypotheses, but I presume the process is endemic to this island, and the spice was created to inhibit it.
You said, are there any side effects?
None beyond the usual. After all, Chandlo ate a bunga royale as soon as we arrived, and he seems alive and well.
You said this would be simple.
It will be simple. I am merely exhausting every avenue of study. It's called being thorough. Look it up. Now, I've observed chocolants capable of maintaining a small size. This may present a more stable vessel for the spice. Regrettably, I must not eat it, delicious though it may be. So bring one to my science trough, please.
Roger. First, let's fix you. Yeah, let's turn your leg back to a yellow peel bug. Now let's turn your head to a Cocoamite. Perfect. And let's make your other hand that. No. I didn't mean to do that one. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now let's fly. Excuse me, little guy. Or big guy, I should say. Now for you. I need to shrink the boy. There's only one way I can do that. First, steal some peanut butter. Next, get some shrink spice. And throw it at him. Oh, here's a quick one. How come this one doesn't work? Or do I have to put this on to actually make it work? Oh, it's what the other one had. I need to put this on him. The question is how? Interesting, I never thought of that. Alright, Shrink Spice, do your magic! Hey! Ah, one of these ones I see. Don't worry, little guy. You won't be there forever. Did I seriously do it early again? Okay. Go in. There we go. Okay, so let's head back. Maybe I could lead him over to there. Maybe. Let's put the chocolate in here. I brought the Bugsnax.
At last, a viable sample. Now I can extract the powder and finally put this mystery to rest. This requires my utmost concentration, and you ask far too many questions.
Wow,
you may return
rude.
when I found my answer.
Fine by me. I gotta do him anyway. One celly stick coming up.
Whoa!
Wow, you look weird.
Oh,
Ew.
I think I ate too much. So good, though. No regrets. Hey, while you were out there, I've been thinking.
Oh boy.
Before I go, I need some major guidance. Normally, there's stuff I can't talk about, because Snorpy's always listening in. So, if not now, when?
Let's get you some guidance. Sure.
Alright, Shelda's waiting. Hey, Sheldog, can I get some of your wisdom?
Always, my child.
I'm worried about Snorpy.
Once more shall you be reminded. Snorpy is safer than we, Chandlo. Ease your burden.
That's not what I mean. I'm worried about the way he's been. All the paranoid stuff, the anxiety. I thought bringing Snorpy out here, out into nature, it might mellow him out. Flush all the bad vibes out of his system. But it's only gotten worse. I've known Snorpy all my life, but it feels like he's getting further away from me and I just don't know what to do.
One must, in the path of the mother... No, hold on. One does not want one's words to be misinterpreted when one says, that boy needs therapy.
Well, yeah, for sure. And I'm trying to do that. I make sure he's safe, I listen to his problems, I try to help him feel valid, all of that stuff.
Chandlo, you are strong and wise and wonderful, and you can do everything to support him. But you cannot fix him. Understand? Snorpy is lost in a maze of his own making, and it will take a professional to help him escape.
That's a lot to take in. I need to think about it. Thanks for your wisdom, Shelda.
Thank me when you actually take my advice.
Hey.
Oh,
bro,
dang.
while I'm still out here, I want to talk to Triffany and Floofty too. There's still more I gotta know, you know?
Alright, let's talk. Ask Triffany to talk to Chandlo. Okay, well, first off, let's organize you a bit. Actually, no. Yeah, that's a little more like it. Next, Honeybee Arms. Perfect. The Snow Legs. And then Sully Stick Teeth. That's better. More organized. So, Floofty, how's the analysis going?
Blast it all! I do not need your distractions. I've obtained dried particles of plant slurry, but I have no way to analyze them. It's like living in the Stone Age out here. Perhaps if I had a particle separator, an electron microscope, and a degree in botany... Bah, plants are not my area of expertise.
We do know an herbalist.
You cannot be serious. I would sooner eat my bow tie than listen to a word of Shelda's advice.
What are you afraid of? Do you know another plant expert? Alright, eat your bow tie right now. Do you know any other plant expert?
Lambus is actually quite accomplished in plant cultivation. However, he has vowed never to speak to me again after the Noodler incident.
Oh, you're out of your depth here. What if Shelda can help?
Ha! If Shelda knows the secret of the shrink spice, I will eat my bow tie. Very well. Since you clearly won't stop pestering me about this, let us go see Shelda.
Finally.
One senses the reek of a foul presence.
Don't
Cease your
start.
hostilities, Shelda. I am here on business. I've been informed that you may possess a rudimentary understanding of phytochemical reactions, which I am in need of.
Strike the stars from the sky! The Wicked One has come to me for guidance. But
This must be a dream, because the fire is still going in the rain.
Primitive compared to the miracles of modern science.
I do not appreciate your sarcasm. If you do not wish to help me, then simply say so and be gone with you.
One would never. It is one's path to offer guidance to all who seek it, no matter how undeserving they may be.
Very well. Then I require an analysis of the shrink spice. Tell me what is in it, and be quick about it. Please.
Yes. A poultice made in the herbological traditions of the mother. Though its purpose I cannot condone. If that is what you desire, then one will enter the olfactory realm to find the answers you seek.
Waft. Don't sniff.
I know that. So many subtle aromas. Witch hazel, cinnamon, Black tea. It's a natural remedy for inflammation. And among these astringents... oil of vitriol.
Oil of vitriol? That's sulfuric acid. A common but powerful desiccant. That certainly explains the burning sensation.
Really?
Did you tell the journalist to throw acid at you?
Well, this has been
Wait,
surprisingly not a
what?
waste of time. I am going to leave now. I may call on your services again.
That's
Enjoy.
acid? Wow, they actually got along for once, even though it's for like a short bit. I never thought I'd see the day. Alright, so... Chandlo wants to talk to you.
Oh? I suppose it was only a matter of time. Tell Chandlo I will be with him shortly.
Alright.
Are we here to speak ill of my brother? I will gladly go first.
Oh no.
Complaint 1 of 294.
No, that's not why I asked you here. But I do want to talk about Snorpy. He wasn't like this when we were kids, right? I mean, he wasn't always so on edge, was he?
Snorpington has always had his imagination and his moral compass. But no, I suppose he's gotten markedly more distraught since our project's dissolution.
What happened between you two? I mean, I heard some of it from him, but I always wanted to hear your side too. And Snorpy doesn't really like me talking to you.
Oh,
Of course.
I'm aware. I have a pile of threatening letters to that effect. However, I will gladly take this opportunity to set the record straight. We were working together on a government-funded research project. Advanced prosthetics that are 10 times stronger than an ordinary Grumpus. But our
Really?
dear Snorpington discovered that the government had less than savory plans for that technology. And despite my protestations, he tried to make those plans public knowledge.
Well, yeah, I don't blame him. Even you gotta admit, that's pretty jacked up, dog.
Am I the world's only optimist? That technology would have saved lives. If it must either exist with some consequences or not exist at all, I think the choice is clear.
Oh, hey, Shelda. How's it
Easy
going?
to say when you aren't the one living with the consequences.
Yeah, where did you come from? Shoo! Unfortunately, Snorpington agreed with you. He tried to play whistleblower, but before he could make a sound, we were both fired. And after that, there was a campaign to slander both of us, to discredit any allegations he might still make.
So, there really was a conspiracy against you two?
If you must call it that. But only the most boring sort with paperwork and lawsuits.
Dang, that explains why you two
means it's
hate
not
each
all in his
other.
head.
Don't mistake justification for reason. Snorpington has moved well beyond the realities of our situation.
All right, Floofty. Thanks for telling me all that.
Happy to have enlightened you. Honestly, I expected this conversation to involve more shouting and headlocks.
Nah, not
Of
this
course.
time. We're cool. But hey, we should talk more often. And maybe I can show you how to headlock me.
Perhaps. But for now, my work beckons.
Alright, so we got more knowledge on the siblings of Floofty and Snorpington. So now one more. Hey, Tiffany, Chandlo wants to talk to you.
Oh, I'm happy to chat with Chandlo. Let's meet by the campfire. What's going on, Chandlo?
Trithany, you know about history and, like, ancient societies and stuff. Shelda said Snorpy's lost in a maze of delusion. But what if it's not a delusion? What if there really is a Grumpinati?
Oh, brother.
Well, I've done some research on my own, and near as I can tell, there's no such thing. At least not in the way you see in the movies. There's no shadowy cabal secretly in control of the world. Real conspiracies can happen. And heck, there was an old literary society called the Grumpinati, but aside from the name, it's not at all what Snorpy talks about.
Are you sure? I mean, I've seen Snorpy's charts, and they kind of make sense.
Kinda is the important word here, though.
Right.
There are points of data on that chart that are real, but it's all those strings between them that are made up.
No, those are real. We got them from Gramble.
Oh, Chandlo, that's not... what I...
Let it go, my child.
Point is, Snorpy might be a talented engineer, but he's no historian, and he's certainly not immune to bias, you know?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I hope you're right. Thanks for talking to me, Drift Dog.
No problem! And if you ever want to know more about failed conspiracies throughout history, you know where to find me.
Alright, that's everybody. Alright, Chandlo, how you feeling, buddy? So, are we gonna go do... So, what are we gonna do now, or I want to rematch? So, what are we gonna do now?
Bro, I feel like there's a huge weight on top of me, and it's not the kind I can lift. Snorpy never would have come to Snacktooth if I didn't push him into it. All I do now is make him exercise and ignore all the stuff I don't understand. Shelda's right. I don't know enough to really help him. And thinking I do is only making it worse. I'm gonna stay here. Until everybody's ready, anyway. I need some time to just think.
Attaboy, Chandlo. Looks like Shelda's the last one. But before that, I still need to figure out how to catch this one, and this one. And then these two I haven't found yet. Maybe Shelda might know. Only one way to find out.